Hi guys, Kim here of YugaTech, and we're over here in Jakarta covering the regional launch of the Realme 2 and Realme 2 Pro. And I'm here to give you a quick hands-on of these two phones. Now when you look at these two phones side by side, Realme's history with OPPO is evident. They are actually their own brand now, but you can still see the resemblance. It's quite uncanny. Like the OPPO F9, the Realme 2 Pro even has that water drop notch. And like the OPPO F7, we find the diamond cut design on the back of the Realme 2. They're also marketed as being phones for the youth, whatever that means. But according to them, it's to bring good performance coupled with contemporary style at a low price. Alright, cool. So let's start with the Realme 2. It packs a 6.2-inch 720p display, a Snapdragon 450 chipset, 3 or 4 GB of RAM, and 32 GB of storage. On the right side, we have the power button by itself. On the left side, we have the triple card tray. Very nice! And the volume buttons. Down below, micro USB port, audio jack, and audio grills. So feeling and looking at the Realme 2, it really reminds me of the OPPO F7. It's got that Gorilla Glass protection and 2.5D curves, and I really like how easy it is to hold. The main difference here at first glance is probably the display, since it's running at 720p instead of Full HD. Also, we gotta take note that it's gonna be running a Snapdragon 450, which is old, but still capable. It's got a dual 13+2 megapixel rear camera setup and an 8 megapixel selfie camera. Now with that front camera resolution, this probably isn't going to be a super selfie-centric device. However, we still do get AI Beauty 2.0 technology, so if you're a fan of that, like I am, it's still something to look forward to. However, we still do get AI Beauty 2.0 technology, so if you're a fan of that, it's still something to look forward to. Finally, powering the phone up is a large 4230 mAh battery. In software, it has a feature called AI Power Manager that Realme claims will provide 44 hours of battery life. Okay, that's a really bold claim, and we're gonna have to see if this is true. Next up, the Realme 2 Pro. Since packing a 6.3-inch 1080p display, Snapdragon 660, 4, 6, or 8 GB of RAM, and either 64 or 128 GB of storage. So first, I want to talk about the display. Again, it's got the same water drop notch as the OPPO F9, which means it's got a nice screen-to-body ratio of more than 90%. On the left, we have the volume buttons and the SIM card tray that can hold 2 nano SIMs and a micro SD card. We always love to see this setup in phones. On the right, we have the power button. And finally, down at the bottom, we have the loudspeaker, main microphone, 3.5mm audio jack, and again, micro USB port. For photography, you're getting a dual 16 megapixel rear camera setup, with one of them having a Sony IMX398 sensor and the other being a depth sensor for portrait mode. Selfies are handled by a single 16 megapixel front camera. So from the get-go, this is looking like it's gonna be a more rear camera centric phone. But we still do get a hint of selfie centric because yes, we still have AI Beauty Technology 2.0. Powering the phone is a 3500 mAh battery, which should greatly be helped in software by the AI Sleep Mode, which learns your behavior so the phone knows when to keep active and inactive so that you get the most mileage. And more about software, it's running ColorOS 5.2 based on Android 8.1 Oreo. Both phones are actually. So for the Realme 2 Pro, you get a few cool AI features, including Game Space, which helps gaming performance. Coupled with a Snapdragon 660 processor and hefty RAM options, it's actually looking to be a pretty good device for gaming. So for the prices of these two, here you go. The Realme 2 starts at around 7,000 pesos, while the Realme 2 Pro starts at around 10,000 pesos. So these are shaping up to be really good contenders in the budget and even mid-range categories. Those are actually good prices, so we hope they're as good as they seem. What do you guys think of the Realme 2 and the Realme 2 Pro? Are you excited for them to arrive in the Philippines? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, if you like this video, you know where the thumbs up button is. Consider subscribing to YouTube channel for more content. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to be notified of our future uploads. And be sure to visit YugaTech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this is Kim of YugaTech, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!